doctor. It's okay. We shared the trauma. We're best friends now. All right, y'all. All right. That was worth a tip. Thank you. See, the people that know it's true think it's the funniest. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Our next comedian. She's contractually obligated to speak with one named woman in the audience so that we can pass the Bechdel test. Everyone, give it up for jokesmith Allie Johns.
Joel. It's all right, I'm a jokesmith. I know how to work a mic stand. Am I right, ladies? I'm not sure what kind of contract Joel was talking about. I didn't sign anything. If it was implied, then I'm implying I get 90%. So, okay. Now it's a verbal contract, so we're good to go. Everybody good? You agree? Second? Any seconds? Who's taken meetings? Yeah, some of you know. You've been to a board meeting before. Well, guys, just want to be the first or possibly the last to wish you a happy Pride. Yeah. That was very nice of you guys. It would have been kind of a hate crime if you hadn't cheered for that. I realize I'm getting some funny looks. Like some of you are like, who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna straight-splain? Pride was in June. I know Pride was in June, but June was terrible. So the gays are calling our do-over, okay? It's just Pride indefinitely until RuPaul says it's not, okay? We get long COVID, you get long Pride, okay? Yeah. You keep taking our basic human rights away, you're gonna keep seeing man midriff, okay? That's just, it's the rules. It's the rules that I invented, and I think they're catching on. So I decided to keep my pride flag up at my house past June. It's still up today. And it's kind of controversial where I live. I live directly next to an American Legion Lodge. Yeah. Just kind of wanted to give them something to pray for, you know, other than Trump 2024. Actually, the real reason I kept my pride flag up is because I need, like, the gay points. I need a few more, because I'm, like, a bad lesbian. Not like a bad lesbian, but like bad, not good, not good at it lesbian. Yeah, it's true. And I'll tell you, this is a safe space, right? I can be open with you guys. Just this stays in this room, though, right? You two up there, okay? I hired someone else to build my own deck. Yeah, that's exactly right. The way you guys just reacted and the look in your eyes is what I get from my wife every night. She's like, I thought I married a real woman. Sorry. There's something you gotta know. There's two types of lesbians, okay? And it's not the two types that you're thinking about, okay? Just forget that. That's made up. The only two types are, there's a hammer swinging lesbian and there's a check writing lesbian, okay? That's it. And I am the latter. And I also own the latter. So it's confusing. It's just a spectrum, okay? The spectrum of tools from Home Depot. But yeah, I have been writing a lot of checks recently because my wife and I are trying to get pregnant. Thank you. That guy's like, oh, that's how lesbian sex works. Okay. All in the wrist. It's not untrue, right? Some of you straight women are like nudging your husband. Yeah, I've been writing a lot of checks recently. Yeah, we're about 18 grand in at this point. Yeah, still hopeful, but no BBs yet. I did want to, just mention that because, Joel said there is a tip jar, if you feel so inclined. I'll walk around with it. It doesn't need to stay there. And also we accept donations of all sorts, fellas. Looking at you, suspenders. That's right. That's right. The bartenders are like, don't do it in our tip jar, though. Has to be this one. Okay, got it. Could be our baby daddy in here tonight. Who knows? It really gets me thinking, like, spending all this money and asking strangers for their DNA. I'm like, you know what? Where is that Compassion International orphan that I adopted in middle school, Like, where is that kid? Some of you we probably had the same one, I'm sure. They're like, this South Carolina, just send this one picture. Here we go. But yeah, like, I'm ready now. I'm ready for that kid. They send a picture. They're like 2 or 3 years old. And in my head, they stay that age, Like, they don't age. But they're, in actuality, some time has passed. They're probably like a menopausal woman that I'm adopting. I'm like, come on, mama. Got your nursery ready, ma'am. That's fun. Menopause sounds fun in this heat. Can you imagine? I'm not quite there yet, but I am feeling the age, like I'm feeling the years. And that got significantly magnified. Sorry, that pause break, I had a couple drinks extra than I thought I was going to. Got magnified when I went to my wife's OBGYN appointment with her, and the doctor walks in, introduces herself to my wife, turns to me and is like, oh, and who do we have here? Is this mom? Exactly how I felt. Got it together and looked up at her, and I just said, well, she usually calls me daddy, but... And then the doctor was like, okay, well, this visit is free. That's what daddy likes to hear. Kind of a far jump from the typical question that we get on a daily basis, which is, y'all sisters? Yeah, everywhere we go. Gym, grocery store, during a couples massage. That was fun. I don't know what it is. People look at us and they're like, oh, but both brown hair holding hands must be sisters. That's the only explanation, but I'm going to ask. I must verify for my records. So they do, in these settings, and we have to explain to them, who we are. It's awkward for everyone. I get it, but I decided we're going to change our answer, We're going to change it up. We're just going to start saying, yes. Yes, we are sisters. Sisters in Christ. And then just start making out, till they walk away. I think it'll be effective. All talk. I wish I could actually have the guts to do that. I'm all talk up here, but like get me in the Publix aisle 4, like I won't be able to do that. I think it's because like I don't really like making people uncomfortable. It's kind of a flaw these days, and I think that's why it took me so long to come out, because I didn't want to make all my boyfriends uncomfortable. Yeah. But come to think of it, like they had to be uncomfortable because I used to give hand jobs like a Fear Factor contestant. Like the sheet is taken off. You want me to touch that? Okay. Okay. $1 million. Okay. All right. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Joe, I actually will have that. Joe Rogan, I'll have that blindfold. Thank you. For anyone that's not in their 30s or above, Joe Rogan got his start being the host of Fear Factor. That's where he gets all his credibility now. If one more bro tells me after he learns that I'm a comedian, if I've seen Joe Rogan. Okay, anyway, back to the hand job. All right, here we go. Okay. I feel like I'm turning you guys on. Oh, it's like getting inappropriate. I'm going to stop it right there and let you use your imagination. You need a moment, ma'am. She's like, I do it like that too. I don't know, acting that out, it's kind of triggering, I'm not going to lie. It's triggering, I get like a sense of guilt, and I don't know like where it's coming from. Like, I can't put my finger on it. Because I don't want to. And I realized I had like this light bulb moment the other day when my vibrator died at like the worst possible moment. Sounds like everyone who just made a noise has also forgot to change their batteries. Yeah, worst possible moment. And it was just like, you know what? This is karma for all the blue balls that I gave out in my life. Like, I hear you, Lord. Loud and clear. So I realized, I was like, okay, this is a specific kind of guilt. This is gay guilt. It's kind of like white guilt, but more rainbow. So I was like, all right, got to get rid of this, right? Guilt's bad for you. So let me call these guys. I'm going to call these boyfriends, just see, clear the air, apologize, and had some time to kill while my vibrator was charging. So I was like, all right, let's give it a try. Ring up. Hey, Kevin, great. Glad you didn't change your number after that Fear Factor incident. Well, good. How are you? Good, yeah. How's your mom? Still hot? Healthy? Good to hear. Well, hey, just really sorry about calling your thingy icky back in 2008. Yeah, that wasn't. It's probably not. Oh, what's that? Oh, I said icky dicky. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you're not over it yet. Well, anyway, real sorry about that, but it looks like you got a wife, kids, good to go. Hey, before you retire that thing, me and my wife are trying to get pregnant. Oh, no, too soon? Okay. No problem. I got some prospects here. There's a guy with some suspenders that I'm really into. But cool, see you at the reunion. Go Wildcats. All right, God bless. Thank you. Yeah, you can clap. Feel better, like just like a weight was lifted, and you guys like experienced that with me. Do you guys feel better? Yeah, good. Well, thank you for going through that with me. There's another experience that I had that I'd like to share with you since we're so bonded now. It was actually an unexpected religious experience that I had at TJ Maxx. The Lexington store, of course. So anyway, I go in there, and this was like it's still COVID times, but it was like more COVID times. Like apparently there was like a lot of COVID in the dressing rooms, so we couldn't use them. So anyway, you just had to like buy whatever and like risk it. So found some pants. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna live by faith and not sight. Take these home. So I get them home, try them on, and like boom, they fit. Right? That's like a miracle, ladies, right? Yeah. And that wasn't even the religious experience part. That came when I was testing out the pockets, as you do, because women's clothing never seems to have good enough pockets. Yeah, they think we don't have anything important to carry, I guess, like oppressions and decades of sorrow. But that's a different joke. So anyway, I get to my butt pocket, which I call my bucket, and I pull out this exact tiny Bible. It's this exact guy right here. And guys, I can't explain to you like the joy and just like the warmth that overtook my body, like when I thought of the woman that placed all the tiny Bibles in the buckets at TJ Maxx, you know? It's like my favorite thing to think about. And some of you are like, hold on, how do you know it's a woman? I'm like, okay, well, first of all, she was multitasking. She was evangelizing and shopping, okay? Even Mother Teresa couldn't, like, not get a scarf or something at TJ Maxx. And then I see some of you still skeptical. You're like, okay, well, what if it was a religious clothing company? That's what they do. They put them in the pockets. Well, then it wouldn't have been pants. It would have been an ankle-length skirt, okay? So just trust me on this one. So I did end up thumbing through it, you know? I'm like, it might be something I haven't read before. Honestly, seemed to be a lot of copying and pasting from, like, the bigger version, you know? Not really original, but I would have done something a little differently. And just to give you a little street cred, you know, something I brag about pretty often. I was a Christian college communications major, so I can't even say that without laughing. So anyway, I know my Bibles. So anyway, here's what I would have done. I would have put a comic in there, okay? And it would have been Jesus, and he's behind the cash register, okay? The master Maxinista, okay? He's wearing a Tommy Bahama discounted button-up, you know? Originally $49.95, now $12.99, like, praise, okay? He's got the pearly gates behind him and a word bubble above him that just says, "And you thought those savings were great?" Thank you. It's my favorite when people do this. That's the goal. I too have a similar mission when I go into TJ Maxx after I get my 17 candles. I like to make my way deeper into the home goods section and find the Mr. and Mrs. like dish sets, you know? And I like to swap them out and make them same sex. Yeah, it's really fun. Just really hoping that like a young closeted gay just walks by and they're like, a Mr. and Mr. stemless wine glass set already paired together. Just have like some hope, you know? Just doing the Lord's work. TJ Maxx, Lexington. I don't need to go to Kenya or somewhere. I'll just do it right there in aisle 7. I don't know. I already said aisle 4 of Publix, so I got to mix it up. That gift is kind of a novelty for gay people, right? It's kind of fun to get that. But like, do straight couples really need that dish set? Like, there's some guy out there like, nah, babe, that's my Chardonnay glass. Yours is in the dishwasher. And how many times do I have to remind you, our gender and marital role specific stemware is not dishwasher safe? I want to meet that guy if he exists. Seems real top rack. I looked her right in the eyes as I said that. I gotta pick someone out. That was my daddy ego coming out. The dad jokes. Just ruin a perfectly good set. I'll leave you guys with some practical advice and a real world example. My wife likes to wear those jumpsuits that are popular now. It look great on her. She's a bit taller than me, so when I wear them, I just look like I'm about to fix like a line of airplanes, you know, or be like the most fashionable prisoner. You know? Speaking of prison, I love prison documentaries. Y'all were like, she's about to lose me. Prison documentaries, so good. Locked Up Abroad, Locked Up Under the Sea. You seen that one yet? Ursula's the warden. It's good. Check it out. But yeah, I watch all these to kind of get like a tactic, you know. And I'm happy to share it. You're welcome to use it unless we're in the same prison. Then back off. But here's a tactic that I've learned from all these documentaries. Okay, so picture this. Day 1, I'm serving a dime, right? Doing my bid, okay? They put me out in gin pop, and I'm in the yard, okay? So you already got the lingo. Sure, this is how they talk. So I'm scanning the yard, right? I'm looking for the top dog, looking for the biggest, meanest, baddest inmate, right? She's like planning riots. She's selling hooch. She's turning like, tampons, but like the plastic kind, not the cardboard. That's how you know. That's how you know that's the top dog. Don't mess with the cardboard one. So anyway, find her, go right to her, right? Beeline it. Don't waste any time. Get real big, right? Get right in her face and offer myself as her newest bitch. Well, I'm not too proud. As Grandma Johns always says, it's better to get wifed up than knifed up. Yep. It's always been my dream to, be one of those comedians with like a catchphrase, and I think that's it. So if you guys would join me, I'm gonna end my set by saying it's better to get wifed up, and then you guys yell, "Then knifed up." Okay, you good? Because I want you to remember it too. It's important. Man or woman doesn't matter. Non-binary doesn't matter. Like you need to know this line to your soul. So, all right, you guys ready? Yes. All right. It's better to get wifed up than knifed up. Yes, great job, guys. Thank you so much. My name's Allie Johns. See you soon.
Y'all give it up one more time for Allie Johns. Definitely the funniest woman I know who agreed to be in this show.
It's our gay beer times 2.
What?
Let's go gay beer.
Oh, gay beer?
We're just drinking some gay beers tonight. Gay beers only.
So you're a comedian in Columbia, South Carolina. That shit must be hard.
It's difficult. It's fun.
Is that all you got to say?
No, it's fun. It's not difficult.